My name is Chuck Burnett. I am standing in for the Video Producers Club president, Mary Apt, who is having fun someplace else. And we are celebrating 2007 Christmas season, Hanukkah season, and I think there's a couple other that escapes me at the moment. Well, happy holidays and welcome to the Leisure World Video Producers Annual Holiday Party. Before we really get going, I'd like to introduce someone who has a few kind words for us. Dan Schaefer, if you will. Dan?
Thank you very much. Hello everyone. I would just like to take this opportunity to thank the Video Producers Club for the marvelous work that they do. Many of the programs that you see throughout the year here are put together by them, as we all know. Now, of course, this is from Leisure World, but at this time in December, we would like to make sure that everyone realizes that take an extra moment, if you will, to help someone in the community. This is something that the Video Producers Club puts together. They want to make certain that the right reasons are being thought of at this particular season. Those who you may know that may be shut in, those who may not have an opportunity to get out. The Video Producers Club has asked me to make this appeal to you in addition to the marvelous work that they do with the Marines and the Toys for Tots program. Each year they gather gifts, toys of very, very different sizes, colors, textures, and shapes to assist those people that have less than ourselves. All of us are acutely aware of the people who have less than ourselves at this time of the year. We see it inside Leisure World here, and of course for those of you that are watching at home during this December time frame. We want to make sure that you're aware that if you have an opportunity to donate a toy for that Toys for Tots program, you will see later on in the festivities here today what the Marines do for us and what we try to provide them with so that they can take those gifts, those very, very special things that someone who has absolutely nothing, someone who has nowhere to go, and who is just trying to provide a toy, just a toy for their child. This is something that is very, very important to family life at this particular time of the year. And we want to make certain that all of us know, first of all, again, what the video producers do, that tie-in that they have with the Toys for Tots program, and everything that you can do outside of both Leisure World and this Long Beach community that will allow us to give back to the community, something more. Allow people that have and need something at this time of the year to indulge in our excess. Look around your individual homes, perhaps dig deep into that wallet and assist that Toys for Tots program. And again, enjoy this very, very lovely time of the year. We again thank the video producers for what they've been able to do. We know that they work a lot in the community and put on a lot of programs throughout the year. So I can only say happy holidays to all of you, and thank you so very much. Bye-bye.
Before we continue on, I'd like to introduce some guests from our administration, starting with the president of the Golden Age Foundation, Tom Barrett.
Okay.
His wife, Mary Jean, who is at the buffet table. We have Mark Weaver in charge of all our buildings. We have Terry D. Leon standing next to him. He's in charge of the recreation department. Next to him we have Bill Coleman, who does all the work. We have Jaime Guerrera over to the left. He keeps us all safe and secure. We have Ora Lee, who tells everybody where to go and what they can do. And let's Let's see, have I missed anybody here?
Kevin?
Kevin, whose last name I do have a problem with, Dukanovic?
That's close enough.
Okay, Kevin. She is Mr. Schaefer's secretary. She runs that entire office for him. And from Channel 3, we have Richard and Sally Parker. And the manager of Channel 3, Robin. I'm sorry, I keep calling you Fond du Lac, but that's not it. Robin Fortlicky. Okay, Fond du Lac is in Wisconsin. She's with us. Okay, and we're going to have a few words from the Golden Rain Foundation president, Tom Barrett.
I am glad that you mentioned Golden Rain Foundation president, because you introduced me as a Golden Age Foundation president a minute ago, and only I can make that mistake of whether it's Golden Age or Golden Rain, but it's happy to be on behalf of the Golden Rain Foundation. Mr. Schaefer talked a little earlier about the contributions making for Toys for Tots, and all I want to do is add to how much we appreciate the community's efforts in the Toys for Tots in the past few years, and to remind you that we'll have the collection barrel out at the main entrance again starting in early December, and we'll look forward to everyone again giving your support to the community. Thank you very much for the Marines doing this project. Thanks to the community for giving the toys. Thank you.
Mark Weaver, would you like to say a few words?
Just on the behalf of the library, the maintenance department, the recreation department, physical properties department, just want to wish everyone a happy holiday and good seasons. Thank you.
Just wanted to wish everyone happy holidays on behalf of the security department, and wanted to thank the video producers group for your assistance earlier this year in producing the emergency preparedness video that we did, and that turned out to be great, and really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I would like to wish everybody happy holidays also, and I would like to congratulate all the producers on their wonderful programming, especially Joe Osuna, with all his clever programs, Paul Bassett, Chuck Burnett, and Bob Slater, and I hope that we, Mary Apt as well, and I hope that, I look forward to some new programming from the new producers as well. And this year for our WAVE Award contest, we have 2 finalists and 1 winner this year. So we're excited about that too. And I have a message from Mr. Rob Roy, who wanted to also wish everybody a happy holiday. And thank you very much for the lovely lunch. This was a very, very nice meal. Thank you.
And now, as if the Marines are not busy enough all around the world, we have a couple with us today, a couple sergeants who are going to tell us about the Toys for Tots program that they manage. Sergeant Castillo.
Good afternoon. My name is Gunnery Sergeant Castillo, and that is my Toys for Tots assistant, the coordinator. His name is Staff Sergeant Stewart. And first off, I'd like to say again, good afternoon, and thank you for having me here. A little background on Toys for Tots. It all began in 1947 with a retired major, whose name is Major Bill Hendricks. His wife handcrafted a Raggedy Ann doll, and she gave it to him and asked him to take it out and find an organization that could take that doll and present it to a needy child on Christmas Day. Needless to say, he did not find an organization that could do that. So when he went home and talked to his wife and let her know, well, she said, well, go ahead and you do it then. So she said, you put something together so we can give this toy out. So he collected roughly about 74,000 toys that year, and from the help of his local Marine Corps Reserve unit in Los Angeles, California. In the following year, the Marine Corps Reserves actually decided to adopt that program, and it's been going on ever since. And I'd just like to say that thank you for all your help and your support, and from all the local businesses and all the local businesses of Orange County. Last year, Toys for Tots was able to actually collect over 200,000 toys and hand them out to needy children. And I'd again like to say thank you, and hopefully this year we'll be successful in our campaign. Thank you very much.
This is my chance to be with the Marines. Okay, now we're going to ask them some questions because they have beautiful uniforms and lots of medals. So we're going to start over here, and then we'll work this way. And I was going to ask this young man here, can you hold the mic? What is that medal right there with the two rifles crossed?
Both of these are considered shooting badges. This one's a rifle expert badge, and this one's a pistol expert badge.
Okay. Okay, now we got some medals over here. What are those medals over here?
These medals means I can shoot really well. I used to have those until, no, actually these medals are, I won them at a national level and also by collecting leg points. So what this one is, it's a distinguished medal, and this is a team medal, and this is another team medal, and this is by shooting competitively with a rifle.
Thank you.
A word to the other residents of Legion World. You've seen what we do with the Toys for Tots. Now, when you leave the main gate, you will not be allowed back in unless you come in with a toy. Security has been advised. You drop it in a box just like the one you saw a minute ago. And good luck.
Our first song will be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Beautiful accompaniment. Next one will be Jingle Bells. Dashing through the snow, our open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. As the bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What it is to ride and sing the sleigh song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride.
song is "Oh Come All Ye Faithful." The next song will be "Hark the Herald Angels Sing."
Okay, give yourselves a big hand.
It'll be on YouTube in a couple of days.
Okay, and now you want to talk about the white elephant
And
thing?
now we have the white elephant sale. You may go back to your seats. Does everyone have a card? Does everyone have a playing card?
Yep.
Okay. These playing cards were shuffled by Tom Barrett. The deck was cut by Robin Fort Linky.
You need him?
Okay, there are 4 rules to the white elephant sale. The first 3 are easy. First one is that the order in which people choose white elephants is the order in which the cards which you have. The aces, the ace of spades outranks the ace of hearts, which outranks the ace of diamonds, which outranks the ace of clubs. Similarly, we work our way down. So we will call these out, and that way your order is determined. So when I call out what is a card, if you have that card, you get up. Now, if you don't get up, then somebody else, I will call the next one, somebody else gets up, and the person who didn't get up goes to the end of the line. So if you snooze, You don't really lose, but you go to the end of the line, you lose your place. So that way we will move along. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 has to do with what you do when you come up. You have a choice of choosing one of the presents here, or you may steal the present of somebody else who has gone ahead of you and has chosen something. So when you pick something, you open it up for the subsequent people to see it.
I have a question. Can we open them as we get them?
Yes, you open them promptly.
Okay.
You must open them promptly so that everybody has a chance at it. Now I'm going to describe the word steal. Here's what steal means. Steal means taking from somebody who already has a present. Steal does not mean getting your present in the first place. So to repeat that, the person goes up, makes an option as to whether they want to steal or whether they want to choose a new unwrapped present, which they will promptly unwrap so that people can see it. How many rules is that? Okay.
How many more you need?
There are 4 rules. The third rule is stealing can take place 3 times. After a white elephant has been stolen 3 times, it stays with the person who has it.
The third thief gets you.
It cannot be stolen thereafter. Now the 4th rule is especially applicable to this bunch of ruffians. And that is that during the melee, during the confusion, during the scramble for gifts, there should be absolutely no kicking, biting, or eyebrow.
How about scratching?
Are there any questions? Okay, the presents are over here. And the first one is the Ace of Spades. Who has the Ace of Spades?
I'm going to Vegas with you.
Okay, very good.
Check his sleeve.
Yeah.
Okay, so I picked this one. This happens to be a wine 2005 Sauvignon. A nice bottle.
We're coming to your house.
What happens is people get to see that, and you take your card and put it over here. Okay. Ace. You sit down. But you have that out where people can see it. Okay, who has the Ace of Hearts? Ace of Hearts.
You break it, you buy it.
It's coming apart in pieces.
Oh. Oh.
Looks like
You
a
guess.
cream and sugar? Or
We don't know what it is.
I have a question, Bill, Mr. Referee.
Yes, sir.
Could she have, instead of going for a gift, stolen my gift?
Correct.
Yes, she had a choice.
So her
Before
choice
she
was to
chose
buy-
the gift, she can choose between stealing or getting a new gift.
And then what would happen to Joe?
Then Joe
I'd be without a gift.
then picks a gift.
Right away?
Yes.
Right away, Joe picks another gift. Just as if his number had just been called.
So the next one you're gonna call, they have a choice of picking Sally's or picking mine, or picking a present.
That is correct. Okay. Ace of Diamonds. I don't think much of shuffling from
Who walks around and handed them out?
Yeah.
Okay, is there an Ace of Clubs? Oh, what a terrible shuffler.
So what do you want to do? You want to swipe somebody's gift, or do you want to pick your own?
wanted to acknowledge a producer who's been a club member for many, many years. And a couple months ago, she turned 96. So,
Happy belated birthday, Kate.
Before he closes the meeting, I just wanted to thank Mr. Chuck Burnett, our Vice President, and his boss, his wife, Diane Burnett, for doing all the hard work of preparing the food for us.
Actually, we didn't prepare it. We just went and picked it up and brought it here and dished it out. I guess that's preparing.
Yes.
Okay. And Joe, we want to thank Joe for the bar. He has a wonderful bar, and we've got some booze left over there, I think. Wine, mild wine, apple juice. I want to thank you all for coming here this evening. Speaking of New Year's, the Theater Club, which I am president of for this year, is having a New Year's Eve party. It'll be in this room, these wall there and everything, New Year's Eve. We have this room from 7 o'clock to midnight, but we will open the door and join the rest of the people at 9 o'clock, plus the band that'll be on the stage. We hope to see some of you there.
Hi, I'm Carol Robinson, and I did the piano accompaniment for the very delightful video producers with Christmas lunch.